welcome back to Legacy of Leaders, where we interview the brightest and most interesting leaders in Jacksonville. Today is no different. I'm your host, Whitney Mincey, and I am joined by a very special guest, Ms. Zella Cuyler, the owner of LaCURA Salt Spa. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So for those that have not heard of your salt spa, tell us a little bit about it and how you got into that.
Yeah, so LaCURA Salt Spa is a boutique salt spa located in St. Augustine, Florida, right over the Bridge of Lions. They call it Anastasia Island. We offer massage therapy, facials, salt therapy, sauna therapy, manicures, pedicures, and foot baths.
Wow.
Yes. We're a health and wellness spa, so everything we do is about the health and well-being of the client. We like to make sure that we're very selective on the products that we use, that they're all healthy for you. We like to make sure that the services we provide are all efficient, you know, all good for your health, all good for your well-being. So.
And so how did you get into this?
So back in the day, when I graduated from college, I worked for this small firm, Mountain Star Capital. And one day, the CEO bought us a employee appreciation gift at the spa.
Okay.
I walked into this day spa, and I'd never had such an experience. And I immediately said, when I walked out, I want to have one of these.
Yeah.
I want diverse clientele. I want everyone to feel welcome. And I want everyone to have an experience like this, not just someone sending you there, you know, for an employee appreciation day, but I want it to be where you can afford it. You know, the hardworking people in America can afford to actually get an experience such as that.
Yeah.
So as you know, COVID-19 happened, and I was working my 9 to 5, and we all were remote, you know, workers. And so it just gave me more time to really think about what I wanted to do. You know, what was I going to do in my life to leave an impression in this world? And so I really began to sit back and think about, well, how would I own my spa? I developed my business plan, and then I began to go on a search for locations. When I went on the search for locations, it got a little harder, you know. With having no prior experience, it was very hard to secure a lease, a commercial lease. And then I so happened to come across LaCURA Salt Spa, which was actually on sale. And as soon as I walked in, I just felt a calmness and a peaceness. You know, just it was like a spiritual connection, and I said then, like, this is for me. And that's how I began.
Wow, that's incredible. So for people like you and me that are business owners, we're busy. We know health is important, but we probably don't devote enough time to taking care of ourselves. Why do those people need to invest time to come into your spa?
Yes, so actually you getting a monthly massage is very important for your overall well-being. It's good for your mental health as well as your physical health. You always need that reset for your body. Facials, things like that. That self-care actually helps with your mental health as well.
Wow.
So people don't realize that, but it's the total being. It's the healing from inside out, and it's not just a beautification process, more so than it is you taking time for yourself. And once you start putting yourself first, that intention goes out into the world for everything else that you do.
Yeah, I love that. So I know outside of the spa, philanthropy is also really important to you. And we actually connected through our love and appreciation of the Annie Ruth Foundation. So tell us briefly why being involved with that organization is important.
Yes. So I'm actually the secretary of the Annie Ruth Foundation. I sit on the board, and I initially met Dee at another volunteer opportunity with Junior Achievement. We sat down, we talked, and we immediately hit it off. I love the mission. The Annie Ruth Foundation helps kids in the community, and it doesn't matter their background. So it's not a socioeconomic type of thing. It matters about the children who are putting forth effort, their parents who are putting forth effort into their success. And so that's what I love. The Annie Ruth Foundation really gives back to the community, really gives back to our future. And for me, when I think about you know, the future of America, we have to invest in our young leaders.
Yes.
And we create leaders in the Annie Rue Foundation. Our students, they go through a program where they have to do a series of essays, they have to show up for a series of business seminars, and then they get the opportunity to get an internship or a scholarship, or both, depends on how great of a student they are. And so for them to have that experience is amazing, and I've seen so many good things come out of it. So I really enjoy being a part of the organization.
Yeah, we've actually had a couple of interns here. They were fantastic. I can't recommend them enough. And I could sit here and talk to you all day about that, but it looks like we are out of time. So thank you so much for being here, Zella. I really appreciate it. And if you want to learn more about Zella and the LaCURA Salt Spa, make sure you go to iwantabuzz.com, and we will see you next time on Legacy of Leaders.